Yeah, I avoid social media for startups. I'm just thinking right now, I got two clients working with. I won't say their names. One's a software company, kind of like ClickFunnels, let's say. The other one's an e-commerce brand. The software company, right now, our strategy is, get all the messaging down, the landing pages and so on, and then JVs. Joint ventures, get on webinars. ClickFunnels, the way that they first started, Russell Brunson was doing JVs to a $1,000 annual plan to ClickFunnels, and he had an offer stack, a bunch of courses with it. But basically, he was selling the annual plan, which was normally $100 a month, but then he was giving all these bonuses, right? And he would do webinars, giving, I don't know, 50%, 40% commissions to those JVs. So that's kind of what we're doing. And then that's the first phase. And then the second phase is ads. For this e-commerce brand, our first phase is ads. I just want to get the whole page up and just go Google Ads crazy. And the second one is to try to get the people who are buying and so on to spread the word. I've got some ideas about how to do that. But founder of that company, initially want to do Instagram and social media and work with influencers. And I was like, there's absolutely no way that this is going to pay off. Like the amount of time it's going to take by the time you actually build traction, the amount of money you're spending. I'm like, if you give me just an Instagram account versus just a website, I will 100x revenue on just a website versus just an Instagram account. You just can't. And even on Instagram, I think the way to get started is just the DMs, getting people's DMs and just basically be like, hey, are you interested in buying my thing? Or find affiliates or, like build relationships. It's not about posting content and getting engagement. But I do think that if someone runs into the ad, gets on the website, and then goes and checks out Instagram and TikTok or whatever, and they see there's good content, good engagement, influencers talking about it, all that, you could leverage all that stuff for higher conversions. If we work with some influencers in the space and we put their pictures on the website and then show their posts, I think that will help improve conversions from the ads, and also doing retargeting and so on, right? And then getting people on your email list is great, but if they're also on your social media, following you there, and they kind of see you everywhere, that's also good. But in terms of like initial revenue growth to stay in business, I don't think social media is where it's at.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried it. Granted, we're not good at it, but I tried it a little bit in the past, with Instagram, Facebook. Pinterest actually has been useful for us in a strange way, but probably more than those other ones. But like I've measured it. I've always measured and tracked. I always have tracking links for everything because I'm like curious. I'm like, what does any of this produce? Pretty much nothing compared to the email list. Again, that's just the zone of competence for me though. Like I think some people are just really savvy at social media. Some people like Gary Vee, they can post 90 things a day. They can slide into people's DMs. Otherwise, it does become kind of a really difficult enterprise. And just to try to go from 0 to 60 on an affiliate program or a joint venture or influencer marketing, that's not a realistic strategy either, especially if you don't have a proven product and a proven funnel.
You have to go like all in. Like I'm noticing now with like our YouTube thing is like I'm now spending like, at least 10 hours a week on the show, which is a lot for me. But I know if I had nothing else to do and just do the show, I'll grow the shit out of it. Like I know what I need to do. I just don't have the time to do it. I was recently telling a friend about, Arak. He went from like 3,000 subscribers or something. And then he's like, this year I'm going to get to 1 million. And he did 1 million. And now I think he was at, last time we checked this, I want to say 5 or 7 million or something like that.
What does he do?
Which is,
what does he talk about?
He's kind of like Mr. Beast in a unique way. He does it in a much more unique way. Like always. Whoa, 9.4. I swear, a few days ago he was at like 7. Okay, so that means he went from in 1 year he went all in on YouTube, completely broke, in debt. Right, he took debt out in order to go and buy Logan Paul's couches and all this stuff. Right, credit card debt, all that kind of stuff. Then he got to 1 million, and even at that time, you could tell he was not rich. Now he's going to close off this year at over 10 million. And I'm sure he's doing very well. And he also raised money for his course called Creator Now, which is all about a course on how to become a YouTube creator. So he's doing the whole course thing.
So that's where the money that'll make up for that amount of hustle that took.
That's right. But that was like probably 1 year of being broke, huge risk, financial debt, all that stuff, right? But
I hate to break it to everybody else listening. That 99% of people are not going to be able to do that.
And it's interesting, actually. His last video, it says, I trapped 100 strangers in complete darkness. What he's doing is trying to find his next assistant, and he's trying to find somebody who had like character, right? Whatever. And it's actually an interesting video to watch because you see how certain people were really good on camera. They knew how to answer questions. They knew how to whatever. Like it was very obvious who could be an entertainer and who couldn't. And I think that's it, is that he knew he had the skill to be an entertainer. He went all in on it. But, 2 years later, now I'm guessing he's making millions. I'm guessing he's pretty rich right now.
I mean, just in the AdSense, he'd have to be making millions.
Yeah, I mean, at 10 million subscribers, that's huge for a YouTuber. It's 10
What's
million, right?
average video watch? How many views?
His last video 3 days ago has got 5 million views.
What is it on average? Like a million views is something. I mean, I guess it would
No,
depend,
no,
right?
no. He's like 4 million average. What is it? 5 million, 8 million, six. Yeah, but he also has his course, right? I think the course is like $1,000, 2,000. I don't even know what it is, right? So he's kind of like in our sphere selling courses, which is very smart, right?
That's the hustle right there. I mean, that's smart. It's like I'm going to go after this YouTube thing, and then I'm going to sell I'm going to sell an info product on this. Like,
Yeah.
as corny as it is, like you can make a ton of money doing this still in any niche or industry. Like just
And he
selling
still
what you
has
know.
sponsors. All the videos have a sponsor. You know, he's working with the big brands, same like kind of like what Mr. Beast would do. So he has all that revenue. Plus, who knows what's on the back end of that funnel? I mean, the course, but if he has a proper funnel and he's, getting people in.
Matt, you should be very happy now. I just Googled air rack course just to find out, I want to know
Finally
actually
comes up.
well, you're there and you're like not the first video, but I'm seeing Matt's face in like the top 5 results. So
Oh,
well
yeah.
done.
Nice, nice. We are, our videos there. And oh, yeah, I see it there too. Oh, yeah, cool.
Do either of you know, or maybe Tom, I know you don't follow Eric so much, but Matt, do you know if the sales of his course are driven as a call to action from his YouTube videos, or does he actually have an email list that he will,
He does have an email list. I'm on it, but he does launch style. So cohorts, it opens and closes. Like I'm on the page right now, it just is sold out. I can't even buy it right now. So he knows what he's doing, right? Like it's like I've seen people like YouTubers do the whole course thing, but you can tell they don't know what they're doing. They're not doing the typical anything. If you look at Robert Benjamin that I was talking about, he has this YouTube course thing, but it's like the way it's all set up, the copy is direct response, but the way he has it is just, I mean, he's probably doing really well, I should say. I don't know what it is, but it's not like a typical sales page and this and an upsell funnel. It's just like you can buy this course, it's $100. This one's $200. I think he's set up on like Thinkific or Kajabi or something like that.
yeah, it's so funny how history repeats though. Like I remember, pick your channel, right? Like someone takes off on Facebook and it's like, oh, I'm going to do a course on how to grow your Facebook following. And then same thing, they do their own sales page and they had this dawning of appreciation. Oh, I could actually make more money selling how to grow on Facebook than
Yeah, but that's it. That's how you. That's like there's levels to this game, right? And that's like you come to that realization at some point, like everybody does.
And I'm a hypocrite because I did the exact same thing with blogging. So,
Yeah.
it's no difference.
I did it with launches, with publishing, same deal, man. It's like anything I want to get into, I'm like, I'm going to learn this and I'm going to teach it and sell it.
Yeah. I feel immensely proud of my current company because I'm not currently trying to just monetize only by teaching how to do an agency, because it's the actual business itself that makes the money.